a cave. So I went down and got rid of a stupid creeper, mined up some iron, coal, and wait for it, diamonds as well. Oh yeah. So for the rest of the day, I just went around mining up a ton of different ores. Yep, that's it. Well, it's now time to go and mine up some more diamonds. And, well, for that, I was going to need to go deeper into the cave. So I started mining down another staircase, and my pickaxe was getting fairly low on durability, so I went ahead and crafted up a diamond one. And not too long later, I found myself in a massive cave. So I could go around fighting off loads of mobs, and eventually I crafted up a new diamond axe so I could fight off some more mobs. But putting that aside, it was now time to go around and mine up loads of diamonds, and over these few days I ran around the caves and collected around 37 diamonds in total, which is enough for full diamond armor and tools. However, I couldn't just leave the caves just yet, because I needed to collect a few other materials, starting with 14 obsidian from the giant lava pool. This would be used for an enchant table and a nether portal, and then I also mined up an entire amethyst geode because I thought these blocks would be a great use in future builds that I would do. Anyways, it was now time to return back home. That was a pretty successful mining trip. It's officially time to put those diamonds to use. I crafted up full diamond armor and tools, and this is when I realized I needed some sugarcane for books to craft up an enchant table. And I just don't have sugarcane on this island, so I went out exploring on a boat to see if I could find a tiny floating island or something that would have sugarcane on top. However, instead of finding that, I found a shipwreck which had paper in a chest. This was perfect, as it was all I really needed. I obviously got some other loot, and then looted a second shipwreck, which meant I could finally go back home and craft up an enchant table. I could then enchant all my diamond stuff. I then put the other obsidian to use, building up a nether portal, ending the day off by building up another wheat farm. Although I just built up the portal, I now wanted to move it over a few blocks because it kind of looked a little strange where it was right now. And for the rest of the day, I just started collecting a ton of materials because I was about to build another house on this island. Of course, I was going to be using the same general materials for this build, though this house was going to be a different design to the first one that I built up. And for some reason, this one was going to take quite a while to build up. I started by building up the frame of this house, building up all the spruce pillars. I could then move on to building up the front of the house, then the sides, straight onto the back of the house, and you get the point. I was building this house up, building all the walls, the roof, and everything else until it was finally complete. Honestly, I think the most time-consuming part of this was actually building the floor inside, because I had to keep going back and forwards from the spruce trees to gather more wood for the floor. And just like that, this island now has 2 houses. But there is definitely more to come very soon. However, before I would even consider building up any more houses, I was going to build up a mob grinder because I wanted to get some villagers, and I thought the only way of me getting villagers right now was to get zombie villagers from a grinder and then cure them. Yeah, you get the point. So I was going to spend a couple of days actually putting that Dark Oak Island to use. You've probably seen this farm being built in a bunch of YouTube videos before. It's probably one of